Okay, so we got this book you sent in. It's Who You Know by Janine Garner.
Yes.
And it seems like you're looking to seriously up your networking game,
For sure.
but maybe feeling a little overwhelmed. I get it.
Yeah.
There's just so much out there about networking.
Right.
It's tough to know where to start.
It is.
You know,
Yeah.
what to focus on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's actually what's so interesting about this book.
Okay.
It cuts through all that noise.
Okay.
Gives a really refreshing perspective.
Okay.
Instead of, that old school
Yeah.
running around collecting hundreds of business cards.
Right.
Garner says it's much more effective to cultivate,
Okay.
like a smaller group
Okay.
of 12 key people.
Just 12.
Yeah.
It's a pretty radical idea.
Kind of small, right?
It is.
Like you think networking, you think
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, you think the merrier, right?
Exactly. But if you think about it,
Yeah.
how many people in your network right now are really invested in your success?
That's a good point.
Like how many of them are actually pushing you to grow,
Right.
supporting you when you fail,
Yeah.
celebrating those wins with you?
Yeah. I guess it's easy to fall into that trap of thinking more is better.
Absolutely.
More connections equals more success.
Right.
But maybe
it's really about the quality of those connections, not just how many you have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's really where this whole idea network of 12 comes in.
Okay. I like it.
Garner breaks it down into 4 like core archetypes.
Okay.
So you've got your promoter,
Okay.
your pit crew,
Okay.
your teacher,
All right.
and your butt kicker.
I am intrigued.
Yeah.
Okay, let's break those down.
Okay.
Let's start with the promoter.
Okay.
Who is this person?
So the promoter is your champion.
Okay.
This is the person who believes in you, in your vision, your potential.
Yeah.
Even when you know you're doubting yourself.
Right.
They're the ones who open doors for you.
Okay.
Connect you with the right people.
Yeah.
They sing your praises from the rooftops.
So basically like your own personal PR team.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Spreading the word about how awesome you are.
I like it.
Having a promoter in your network can really make a huge difference.
Yeah.
In terms of visibility.
Yeah.
And the opportunities that come your way.
That makes sense.
Think about it.
Yeah.
How much easier would it be to achieve your goals
Right.
if you had someone actively advocating for you
Okay. Yeah.
and for your work?
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Having someone like in your corner like that could be like a total game changer.
It can be.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the pit crew.
All right.
Think of them like your support system,
Okay.
your cheerleaders, but also your reality check, all rolled into one.
So they're the ones that kind of keep you grounded.
Exactly.
When you're maybe getting a little too high up there and then pick you up when you fall.
Exactly.
Okay.
They're the ones who offer that unconditional support,
Right.
but also, really practical advice
Right.
and a healthy dose of perspective.
Yeah.
So they can help you stay focused,
Okay.
manage that stress,
Yeah.
celebrate those wins,
Yeah.
but also, the small victories along the way.
So they're like the foundation of your network. They provide that stability.
Exactly.
You need to weather any storm.
Yeah, they're the people you can always count on,
Got it.
no matter what.
Okay, I like it.
Now let's move on to the teacher.
All right.
This is someone who
Yeah.
expands your knowledge, challenges your assumptions,
Okay.
and pushes you to,
Yeah.
learn and grow.
So kind of like a mentor
Yeah, kind of.
who's helping you level up in your field.
Yeah, but it goes beyond
Oh,
just
yeah.
the technical skills.
Okay.
It could be someone who introduces you to new ideas,
Right.
helps you develop those critical thinking skills,
Yeah.
or even just expands your worldview.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's not just what you know, it's how you think
Exactly.
and how you see the world.
Right.
That's awesome.
Having a teacher in your network can really help you
Okay.
stay curious,
Mm-hmm.
adaptable,
Yeah.
open to those new possibilities.
I like it.
So we've got the promoter.
Yep.
We've got the pit crew. We've got the teacher.
Yep.
And that leaves us with the butt kicker,
The butt kicker.
which sounds a little intimidating.
It does sound kind of...
Yeah. But trust me,
Okay.
the butt kicker is essential for growth.
Okay.
This is the person who holds you accountable,
Okay.
challenges you to step outside that comfort zone, and pushes you
Yeah.
to achieve your full potential.
So they're like the tough love friend
Yeah.
that tells you what you need to hear,
Exactly.
not necessarily what you want to hear.
Right. The butt kicker sees your potential,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not afraid to push you to reach it.
Got it.
So they might,
Yeah.
call you out on those excuses,
Right.
challenge you to take bigger risks,
Oh, yeah.
or just, refuse to let you settle for anything less
Right.
than your best.
I can see how that would be valuable,
Yeah.
especially for people who maybe get a little too comfortable with their routines.
Exactly.
Like having someone to give you that extra push
Yeah.
can be really motivating.
It can be.
Okay.
Now, it's important to remember,
Yeah.
these 4 archetypes,
Mm-hmm.
they're not specific individuals.
Okay.
Like one person might embody several roles,
Right.
or you might have different people
Okay.
filling these roles in different areas of your life.
So it's more about recognizing those qualities
Exactly.
that each archetype represents.
Yes.
And then identifying them
Yeah.
in the people in your network already.
Exactly.
Got it.
So think about the people you interact with regularly.
Yeah.
Who champions your ideas?
Yeah.
Who provides that unwavering support?
Okay.
Who challenges you to grow?
Right.
Who holds you accountable?
This is really making me think
So
about my network in a whole new way.
it's like looking at your network
Yeah.
through a whole new lens.
Totally.
And that's exactly the point.
Okay.
By understanding these core archetypes,
Mm-hmm.
you can start to build a network that's more intentional,
Right.
more strategic,
Yeah.
one that truly supports your journey.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So so we've kind of identified those core 4, and we're starting to see them in our network a little bit.
Yeah.
So
So then she goes into
Mhm.
what she calls the shadow archetypes.
Okay.
And this is really important
Right.
because it's not just about having the right people in your network.
Right.
It's also about
Yeah.
recognizing and maybe even removing the wrong ones.
Okay, that makes sense. You can't build a strong structure
Exactly.
on a shaky foundation.
Exactly.
So who are these shadow archetypes, and
Yeah.
how do we spot them?
Think of them as like the opposite
Okay.
of your core 4.
Right.
So instead of, promoting growth and support,
Yeah.
they drain your energy.
Right.
They undermine your confidence.
Oh,
They
my
hold you
God.
back
Yeah.
from achieving your goals.
Ooh, that sounds toxic.
It can be.
Can you give us some examples?
Yeah, let's start with the saboteur.
Okay.
This is someone who's actively trying to undermine your efforts,
Right. Yeah.
often out of, jealousy or insecurity.
Right.
They might steal your ideas, spread rumors,
Yeah.
try to discredit your work.
I think most of us have encountered a saboteur
Yeah,
at some
the
point
more common
in our life.
than we'd like to think.
Yeah, for sure.
Then there's the dream stealer.
Okay.
This is the person who constantly
Yeah.
feeds your doubts,
Oh.
makes you question your abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So they might tell you,
Right.
your goals are unrealistic
Right.
or that you're not good enough
Yeah.
to achieve them.
They just suck all the joy and motivation out of you.
Yeah.
Right?
They're the ones who are like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to start your own business?
Yeah.
That's cute, but
But it's really hard.
it's really hard,
Right.
And that negativity
Yeah.
can be really contagious.
It can.
So it's
yeah.
important
Yeah.
to protect your dreams,
Right.
your vision from those types of people.
Okay, so we've got the saboteur,
Uh-huh.
the dream stealer.
Yep.
Who else should we be watching out for?
The energy vampire.
Okay.
We all know at least one of these.
Oh, yeah.
These are the people who
Yeah.
leave you
Yeah.
feeling drained and depleted
Yeah.
after every interaction.
Right.
They might complain constantly,
Uh-huh.
dump their problems on you,
Right.
or just generally bring a cloud of negativity.
It's like they feed off your energy.
They do.
And then you're just left feeling exhausted
Yeah.
and discouraged.
And remember, you're not obligated
Right?
to be anyone's emotional dumping ground.
Right.
It's perfectly okay
Yeah.
to set boundaries and protect your own energy.
This is making me think about all the people I surround myself with.
Yeah.
So how do we actually go about removing
Yeah.
these shadow archetypes
Yeah.
from our lives?
It can be tough.
It feels very confrontational.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Like a dramatic showdown or anything.
Hey.
Sometimes simply becoming aware
Mm.
of these patterns
Yeah.
and setting boundaries is enough.
Okay.
So you might limit your interactions with these people,
Mm-hmm.
Politely decline their invitations,
Right.
or gently steer the conversation
Right.
in a more positive direction.
So it's about being mindful of who we're giving our time and energy to.
Yeah.
And if someone's consistently bringing us down,
Yeah,
we have the right to step away.
you do. It's about
Okay.
prioritizing your own well-being
Right.
and creating a network
Yeah. Yeah.
that supports your growth,
Okay.
not hinders it.
That makes sense.
Good.
Okay. So we've talked about
Yeah.
identifying,
Mhm.
removing the negative influences,
Yeah.
but how do we actually nurture the positive relationships
That's
in
it.
our network.
That's where Janine's 10 secrets for networking come in.
Okay.
And the first one
Yeah.
might seem kind of obvious,
Okay.
but it's often overlooked.
Okay.
Making a killer first impression.
I'm all ears. How do we make a first impression
Yeah.
that goes beyond just awkward small talk?
It's about being genuinely interested
Okay.
in the other person,
Right.
asking thoughtful questions, listening attentively,
Yeah.
finding that common ground.
Right.
You know, people can spot inauthenticity
Oh, yeah.
a mile away. So, ditch the canned elevator pitch
Right.
and just focus on
Yeah.
having a real conversation.
So it's about building connection,
Exactly.
not just collecting contact.
Right. And remember, first impressions,
Yeah.
they're not just limited to in-person interactions.
Oh, right. Okay.
Your online presence matters too.
Okay.
So your LinkedIn profile,
Right.
your website,
Yeah.
even your social media posts all contribute
That's true.
to the first impression.
It's like we're curating a digital version of ourselves.
That's a great way to put it.
What do we want people to see,
Yeah.
to feel when they encounter us online?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So once you've made that initial connection,
Okay.
the key is to follow up.
Right.
Don't let those business cards gather dust or those LinkedIn requests just sit there unanswered.
Right.
Take the initiative
Okay.
to nurture those relationships.
So it's not enough to just show up at a networking event or send a connection request.
It's not enough.
You have to actually stay engaged.
Yeah. You have to be proactive.
Okay.
So, send a personalized email thanking them for the conversation.
Okay.
Share an article
Right.
you think they might find interesting.
Yeah.
Or just check in to see how they're doing.
Those little gestures go a long way
We do.
in showing that you're actually interested
Yeah.
in building a relationship,
Exactly.
not just,
Right.
checking a box.
Right. It's about building those genuine connections.
Right. Exactly.
And that leads us to the next secret.
Okay.
Being a giver,
All right.
not a taker.
Okay. I like that.
So networking
Yeah.
is all about building those mutually beneficial relationships.
Okay.
It's about finding ways
Yeah.
to add value to the lives of others without expecting anything in return.
So how do we do that?
Yeah.
What kind of value can we offer?
It could be anything from, sharing your expertise, making an introduction,
Okay.
offering support,
Yeah.
or simply lending a listening ear.
So it's not about
Right.
grand gestures or trying to impress people
Well,
with what you've done.
It's those small, consistent acts
Right.
of kindness and generosity.
That show that you're actually invested
Yeah.
in the relationship.
Exactly. And remember,
Yeah.
networking is a two-way street.
Right.
Be open to receiving help and support as well.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
we all need a little boost.
We do.
So it's about creating a
Yeah.
network of reciprocity
Right.
where everyone benefits.
I like that.
Good.
Now, you're a big fan of thin slicing. We
Yes.
talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Can you explain
Yeah.
how it applies to networking?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
So remember, thin slicing is about
Yeah.
those rapid judgments we make about people
Right.
based on limited information.
Right.
And in the context of networking,
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
important to be aware of this process.
Right.
Both in terms of the impressions we make on others and the
Yes.
judgments we form ourselves.
So we need to be mindful
Exactly.
of the signals we're sending.
Yes.
Even in those first few seconds
Even in those first few seconds.
of interaction.
And it's not
Sure.
just about superficial things
Right.
like appearance or body language.
Okay.
It's also about the energy we project.
Yeah.
The words we choose.
Yeah.
The way we listen.
It's about being authentic and
Yeah.
present
I'm present.
in every interaction.
Yes.
Okay, so we've laid the groundwork.
Uh-huh.
We've identified the key players,
Yes.
banished those shadow archetypes.
Got him out of there.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Right.
How do we actually make this network of 12 work for us?
So that's where Janine really shines.
Okay.
She gives us 10 tangible, actionable secrets
Okay.
to really cultivate those connections and make them flourish.
Okay. Spill the secrets. Where do we
All right, so she kicks it off with confidence.
Okay.
And I know we touched on this earlier,
Yeah.
but it's worth diving a little deeper.
Okay.
Because confidence isn't about arrogance.
Right.
It's about knowing your worth
Yeah.
and being able to articulate that value to others.
Right. Having that inner swagger,
Yes,
but in a genuine way.
in a genuine, authentic way.
Right.
It's about recognizing your strengths,
Okay.
your accomplishment,
Yeah.
your unique perspective, and owning it.
Right.
And, confidence can be contagious.
Okay.
When you believe in yourself,
Yeah.
others more likely to believe in you too.
It's like that energy you give off
Yeah.
becomes a magnet for opportunity.
Absolutely.
People are drawn to those
Yeah.
who exude confidence,
Sure.
self-assurance.
If you're thinking, well, I'm not exactly using with confidence, don't worry.
Okay.
Janine gives us some practical tips.
Okay, good.
Practice your elevator pitch.
Okay.
Visualize successful interactions. And even try that power pose we talked about.
I love the power pose.
It might sound silly,
Okay.
but it can work wonders for your mindset.
I'm going to try that.
Do it.
Before my next networking event.
Yes.
Okay, so confidence is key.
Yes.
What else is on the list?
This one's a game changer.
Okay.
Becoming a master listener.
Okay.
We all want to feel heard and understood.
Right.
Well, being a good listener is one of the most valuable gifts that you give to your network.
It's like that saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Exactly.
And active listening is that demonstration of caring.
It really is.
Yeah.
So ditch the distractions.
Okay.
Put your phone away. Make eye contact.
Right.
Really tune in to what the other person is saying. Ask clarifying questions. Reflect back what you've heard.
Yeah.
And let them know that you're fully present.
And don't interrupt.
Yes.
Try not to steer the conversation back to yourself.
Exactly. Let them have the floor.
Right.
Even if it means resisting the urge to jump in with your own anecdote.
That's a good point.
Now, speaking is speaking.
Okay.
Janine also emphasizes the importance of speaking up to be heard.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Especially for introverts.
It can be.
But I'm guessing she doesn't mean like shouting over everyone in the room.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's not about being the loudest voice.
Right.
It's about sharing your ideas.
Okay.
Your perspectives authentically.
Right.
It's about contributing your unique knowledge and experiences.
So finding that balance between being present and engaged.
Exactly.
But also being willing to step up and share your thoughts.
Yes.
When the moment's right.
When the moment's right, your voice matters.
Yeah.
And you never know who might be inspired.
That's true.
By your story or benefit from your insights.
That's a good point.
So speak your truth.
Yeah.
Even if your voice shakes a little.
Love it.
Okay, what else?
Another one.
Yeah. Often gets overlooked.
Okay.
Is becoming an action taker.
Okay.
It's not enough to just talk about your goals.
Right, right.
Make promises.
Yeah, you got to actually do it.
You need to follow through.
Right.
Walk the walk.
Yeah.
Not just talk the talk.
So turning intention into action.
Exactly.
Being someone who delivers on their commitments.
On their commitments, no matter how big or small.
So you build that reputation as someone who's reliable.
Exactly. And that's invaluable.
Yeah.
In any relationship.
Absolutely.
Professional or personal.
Okay, I like it.
And that brings us to another crucial secret.
All right.
Exchanging value.
Okay.
Networking isn't just about what you can get.
Right.
It's about what you can give.
Approaching those relationships.
Exactly.
With a spirit of generosity.
Yes.
Abundance.
Looking for ways to support.
Yeah.
Contribute to the success of others.
And the beautiful thing is, when you focus on giving, the receiving takes care of itself. It does.
It creates that cycle. Everyone benefits.
A virtuous cycle.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what are some ways that we can add value to our network?
It could be anything.
Okay.
From sharing your expertise, making a connection,
okay,
offering support, or simply lending a listening ear.
Right.
Remember, everyone has something valuable to offer.
Yeah.
So don't underestimate the impact.
That's a good point.
You can make.
It's like reframing networking from this transactional thing.
Yes.
To a journey of
mutual growth.
Yeah.
Empowerment.
I love that.
Okay.
Good. So we've covered confidence.
Yes.
Listening. Speaking up.
Yeah.
Taking action. Exchanging value.
Yes.
What else should we be thinking about?
So, Janine stresses the importance of being memorable.
All right.
In a world that's just overflowing with information and connections.
It's noisy out there.
You need to stand out.
Okay, so how do we do that?
It goes back to authenticity. So,
Be yourself.
Okay.
Embrace those quirks, your passions, your unique perspective.
Right.
Don't be afraid to share a surprising story.
Okay.
Offer a bold opinion. Or simply let your personality shine through.
So leaving a lasting impression.
Yes.
By being you.
By being you.
Not being someone you're not.
Exactly.
Okay.
And lastly, this one's a little bit more subtle.
Oh, God.
But incredibly powerful.
Right.
Follow your energy.
Okay.
Pay attention to how different people
and
interactions make you feel.
So noticing who energizes us.
Exactly.
It means
It's
this.
not about judging others or
Yeah.
labeling people as good or bad.
Okay.
It's about recognizing that some connections are simply a better fit than others.
And it's okay to prioritize the relationships that feel good.
Absolutely.
And let go of the ones that don't.
Because when you surround yourself with people who like you up, your network becomes not just a tool for success, but a source of joy and inspiration.
This has been so eye-opening. I feel like I have a whole new framework for approaching networking.
That's great.
It's strategic, but it's also authentic and fulfilling.
And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself.
Okay.
Experiment with different approaches. Don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way.
The most important thing is to just approach it. With an open mind, a generous heart. Who knows, you might just discover that networking can be not just beneficial, but enjoyable.
That's the goal.
Right. Okay, so there you have it. Janine Garner is who you know has given us a powerful roadmap for building a network that truly supports our growth, our success.
Absolutely.
Until next time, happy connecting.
Happy connecting